Training basics. Right back to the very beginning, internal boxing training methods. I haven't done this for years, so it'll be quite a challenge. Okay, let's start with probably the most excellent training method that you can get for internal boxing. It also has to do with the healing art as well, because you're banging the correct points on your body to build them up. And although there's not much sort of martial application in these, each of the moves leads to something else. They basically give you all the necessary body movement for using the internal arts as boxing. They give you boxing skills. I can remember literally spending hours and hours doing this, and we would start up with a rolled up newspaper on the arm, and then you take out a sheet of paper, and when you got down to your bare arms, then you'd known you'd done it for long enough. Nowadays, in high-tech times, we use arm guards or shin pads on the arms or whatever you want to use. So basically the first training method comes from small san sao, and actually at a later stage this training method actually becomes advanced small san sao, because what you've basically got is basic small san sao, which is what we're going to do here. Then you learn the whole of the small san sao, which is a lot more movements, taking you up to single whip from the Taiji form, the applications of such. And then when we get into advanced small san sao, it takes you back to no form at all, and you only get back to a smaller amount of movements, which are akin to the very first training methods that you learn from small san sao, which is what we're going to be learning today. All the puncher is just a puncher, and all the puncher literally has to do is that's all the puncher has to do. Okay, well, got your newspapers?
He's one of those.
You thought I was serious about the newspapers. I was only joking, everyone. No, I wasn't. He must be good. He's only got 5 sheets on there.
That's all I could afford.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's good for maybe if one person has you don't both have to have them on, but either the puncher or the punchee has to have some protection on their arms. So quite often it'll be the puncher who actually has the protection, because he's getting banged more than the person doing the technique, you see. It goes right down the line with the internal boxing. The person attacking you gets hurt more than the person he or she is attacking. That sounds as clear as mud to me, but if you go through the tape slowly, and then you'll slowly get what I just said. You'll get the drift of it. Okay, so all Wally has to do is throw a right hook to my head. First of all, throw the punch. You've got to make sure that your partner can hit you. Never throw it out there, because it won't work. You don't get any training at all. And that was good where he's punched then, because he can hit me. You see? Now don't do that, what I just did then, or whatever you do. So all we've got to do is slowly walk. So really slow. Bang, that was a bit too fast, but we should have made contact about there. Right on nag 1, his point here, pericardium 6, and it goes this way down his arm, see? But you don't have to think, move it down his arm, because the new action of where your body's going, see, moves it down the arm like that. And you've got the arm guards on, so throw the punch ball. So it can be a fairly substantial block. Well, it's not a block, it's a strike. It looks like a block, but it's not. And the thing I did then, because I was doing it for real then, my eyes, rather than just talking over here, my eyes immediately look down there. They can look over here or down there. So I'm taking in the whole of Wally's body here. I can see his toes, I can see his head, but all his arms. I'm just, it's just like, just a stare down there, not looking at anything in particular. So I can see, this is very important in internal boxing, what the eyes do. So you're not looking at anything in particular. So that's all we do. We don't even do the strike. Later on you're going to be putting strikes in. We just do the so-called blocks. They're not blocks, they are blocking strikes, I like to call them, because you're striking to points using your blocking method. So here it is again. That little bone there, that's your striking area. Try not to get it on your arm. Try to get it there at least on your hand. So it's that bone Ideally, you're looking to put that bone into the nague point, which is about there. One hand's width back from the wristband in the middle of his arm. That's where you're looking at. But if you strike above it, that's okay, because it'll slide down onto the point anyway. And you notice what I did with my feet? Again, roll. Swivel on the heels, both heels.